write the equation for the graphed function. Okay, the first thing we want to do is we want to locate where the vertex is. So if we take a look at the graph, we can find where the vertex is located. The vertex is located here at -1 and then 4. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to locate some other definitive points on the graph. Well, if you look here, the x-intercepts don't give us a precise number. But we do know that there's a y-intercept here where it crosses the y-axis at 0, 1. So therefore we can see it goes right through there. So that means we have a y-intercept at 0 and then 1. Okay, now that tells us that we have the value of h, which is -1. We know the value of k is 4. We know the value of x in our y-intercept is 0. We know the value of y is 1. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try to find a. So we're going to use our standard form f of x, which is equal to a times x minus h squared plus k. Okay, now remember that y is the same thing as f of x. So we're going to call this 1 here, and that's equal to a times x, which is 0, minus h, which is -1. And then we're going to square that, and then plus 4. So if we take 0 and then subtract the -1 is 1. 1 squared is 1, so we're left with a, and then that's plus 4. Okay, now if we subtract 4 to both sides, then a is going to equal -3. Okay, so now we've basically determined what are our values. We know that a is equal to -3. We know that h from our vertex is -1. And we know that k from our vertex is 4. And so now we're going to plug it into the standard form so that we can figure out what this function looks like. So we have f of x, which is equal to a, we know is 1, times x, excuse me, not 1, it is -3, times x minus a -1, and then squared, and then plus 4. And so therefore we end up getting the function -3 times x plus 1 squared plus 4. And therefore, that is the equation that is graphed